Ike?
Ike Turner.
You saw them in a bar? Where? What year?
Oh, in the 60s. I liked the music, and it was a good band, but it was Ike and Tina Turner, and I wanted to see, because I had just started playing drums a few years before that, so I wanted to see everything, and so I saw that. It was a good band, and Ike had written some really good tunes. He was a good singer, and Tina was dancing. But music is all about vibes, and you could just feel the anger. You could just feel that whole negative stuff coming on. It just put a chill on me. And I stayed there for one set and caught it. And then I moved on to another bar, and while I'm walking out of the bar and then down the street, I could just feel this energy kind of leaving me, and it was just like, oh my God, I really liked the band and the music, but oh, what a awful, terrible, and I didn't know the history, that he was a tyrant and he was beating her up, and he was a drug dealer, and he would shoot you in a minute and all that good stuff. He was a pretty bad boy. So anyways, Cookie just posted a whole kind of history on her, and everybody knows the rest, but I didn't know she married a guy, a Swiss guy, who was a music producer, and they lived in Switzerland. She became, of course, one of the biggest stars on the planet. But she had kidney failure starting about 10 years ago. Really, really bad. And he donated.
Who donated the kidney?
Her husband.
Really?
Yeah. Now that's love.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew she had some health problems, but I couldn't remember what it was. It's kidneys. Kidneys were breaking down. I'll never forget this, she was born in Nutbush, Tennessee. And, that must have been good and bad.
Probably badder than gooder.
Well, when you're black in Tennessee, especially back then, even now, not a lot of fun. Pretty racist place.
Just also want to say a little word about Tina. Sad to see that she made it only to 82. That might be related to the experimental genetic treatment and the poisonous jabs. I don't know if she got that, but if she did, we all know these jabs cause increased autoimmune reactions. Seeing that Tina Turner received a kidney transplant from her husband, any organ donation from somebody else is an immunological war, really. It's very difficult to make the receiving body and organism accept that foreign tissue. Usually we reject that, so your own immune answer has to be suppressed in order to keep the tissue with you. There's all kinds of really sophisticated ways to do that today, but the fact remains that you will have to deal with complications and autoimmune reactions for the rest of your life. I know that she was very sick also, and I hope she is in a place where she will get the credit and the reward for her amazing accomplishment and performance. What I liked about Tina Turner, really what has to be said, is she really reinvented herself. You know, she came out of the original R&B, and I think what really is the great stuff about Ike and Tina Turner is that they kind of created their own style out of the old R&B and turned it into pop music. This is really what happened to pop music, you know. We liked it as long as we had a little bit of R&B elements in it, like a Hammond organ or a blues guitar or some gospel background vocals. Any of that makes it so much more palatable. Today we have none of these original elements in our pop music anymore, and it shows, you know. It's absolutely heart and soulless noise in my eyes. Coming back to the wonderful Tina Turner, I just want to share with you all maybe what might have been my favorite song of hers, but she honestly had so many really good songs. A pop queen, really. And kudos to her. I think I really liked, when I was younger still, I liked I Can't Stand the Rain, of course. Not original tune. She covered that, I think. It's an older tune. And then, of course, also What's Love Got to Do With It, which is kind of a representative of that more modern R&B pop music, right? And then also what I really liked is We Don't Need Another Hero. We don't need to know the way home. We don't need another hero, but just the young. Right? That ended on that minor chord. I mean, that was just a genius pop song. Really nice progressions and a lot of, you know, 90s Peter Gabriel high-end pop productions. The first high-end synthesizers coming into the industry. The first high-end music chips processing analog sounds. You know, that's been a really cool combination of the time. Even so, there were very few people really who knew how to apply the new technologies in a way that it didn't lose soul and heart. You know, another really good example of this kind of workmanship and craft and expertise in creating music and putting songs together is The Boys of Summer by Don Henley. That was, I think, released in 1986. Oh boy, a long time ago. But anyways, just to show you, you know, that there is really cool examples, and Tina Turner was a master in creating that sound and combining old original R&B elements, blues and gospel elements, the styles where everything is stemming from. Any other style is stemming from those styles. Represents just an evolution of that style. She really accomplished that masterfully, and I want to send my condolences to her family, and I want to thank this superstar so much for her amazing creation, performance. She was like a musical mother to many. She was able to express frustration and turn it into something hopeful in her songs. You know, people like to listen to the music. Even so, We Don't Need Another Hero, for example, and many other of her songs are very critical of current political situations, current sociological conditions, and that is really hard to see her go. She should have gotten another 10 years out of that, I'm thinking, at least. But I'm grateful we had her and she was able to create so much music. Thank you so very much for that, Tina. Fare you well. Thank you for watching.